Hello, you alright? Good morning, everyone. I'm Dan83 as always. This is the Tuesday Brew where we caffeinate and educate. This morning we are drinking a pumpkin spice flat white. Very, very nice. Thank you very much for joining us again. And today's Tuesday Brew is sponsored by kindness. Please be kind, be nice to people. Wouldn't it be better if everyone was kind? That's the message of kindness. That's the message we're bringing today. Be kind. So, start off by talking about our new blog, which went live yesterday. It is about the wonderful benefits of Google My Business. Now, Google My Business, I'll talk a little bit more about in the future. Today. So, in the very near future, I'm going to mention Google My Business. So, watch out for that. But if you can't wait for that, then look on our website or our socials, and you'll see that our new blog is about Google My Business. So, but don't go and do that now. Do that after. I'll remind you. So thank you very much. Right, first off, up to 83, I believe. Up to 83. What's been going on at 83? Well, we had a big day on Friday. Our lovely Emily, there she is over there. There she is. She graduated finally after a year of waiting to graduate, and we all went down to surprise her, and she was so happy about it. And we, as a company, were really proud, and it was such a big event, and we brought the whole place to a standstill. A video you may have seen on our Facebook and other socials last week. We literally brought the place to a standstill. I've got the video here for you now, I believe. And there you go. The loudest confetti cannon money can buy. We discharged in the University of Wolverhampton quad, much to the dismay of the passers-by, much to the embarrassment of ourselves. But, made good content. And Emily wasn't embarrassed. she was a bit embarrassed. I was deafer than I am now. But it was a good day, and that was just an extra bit of spiciness thrown in there for us, Okay, dokes, let's get to it then. Let's have a coffee. How are you all doing? If you're watching, say hello, because be kind, say hello. I don't know if you're watching or not. If you're not, watch it later. If you're watching it later, say hello in the comments, and I'll read it. And next week I'll say hello to you then in the past. So today is all about business. Primarily starting business. Now, I'm not a business guru. I'm not a guru of any sort, really. Although I do have a beard, and gurus tend to have beards. But in my role here, I work a lot with people who start businesses. So I've got a bit of knowledge about that sort of stuff. And we started our own business, so all this stuff. And these are things that we've learned that I can share with you guys. Maybe help you just to entertain you for a little bit. So. Why do people start businesses? So you might have an idea, a passion, a hobby, something you like to do, and you want to make that a business. It might start organically. You might just, let's say you bake cakes, and you like baking cakes, and your friend does some cakes, and they tell their friends, and you make cakes, and that builds up like that. Or you might decide that you want to start something fresh and build it up yourself. So I'm just going to give you some tips, my top tips for things to think about when you're starting a business. So the first thing you need to do is, why are you doing it? Why do you want to start a business? It might be that you don't like your job where you are and you want to have a different lifestyle. So it'd be a lifestyle business. You want to work the hours you want to work. You want to have the freedom to do what you want to do, which is great, which is really the reason that we did this, because we wanted to do our own agency and build our own team and work when we wanted to work, which is all the time. But we're working for ourselves to build something. So that's kind of why we do it. When you're actually thinking about doing a business, the first thing you should do is claim your name, domain name, look at the socials, get them. So if you're making cakes and you're going to be called Jake the Cake, then look at jakethecake.co.uk, look at jakethecake.com. Is there any other companies called Jake the Cake? Have they got the socials? If there is that going to be an issue? Might be. So maybe go to rethink that. But that's the first step. Before you make any commitments to branding or anything like that, check that out first. Next one is know who you are and what it is you're going to do. So don't try it like a shotgun approach. Be very, very focused on what it is that you're going to do. I'm going to make cakes, and they're going to be the best chocolate cake that I can possibly make. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make. They're going to be mail order cakes. I'm going to send them out. That's what I'm going to do. The next step along from that is knowing your customer, who is going to buy your cakes or whatever it is that you're selling. And one of the best pieces of advice I've had recently on this is it's better to be something to everyone than everything. No, 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 no. It's not right. It's better to be everything to someone, not something to everyone. So find the person who you are selling to, your avatar, your ideal customer, and all your marketing, everything. This is the next tip actually, goes to them. Talk to them because they'll find you. If you put out into the world that you're this company and you know who your customer is, you'll find them. You will find them, and they'll find you. Hopefully, if your marketing's good enough, anyway. The next step is know, like, and trust. A quote which I have here. Hang on 1 second. I have my notes here, which I heard the other day from a networking meeting that I had. All things being equal, people want to do business with their friends. All things still being equal, people still want to do business with their friends. If you want to do more business, make more friends. So you make friends by networking, talking to people, and being genuinely interested in supporting people. That's what networking is. So people, they get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you. There's all the things you put out into the world on your social media, on your marketing, is all about getting people to know who you are, to like what you do, and to trust that you know how to do it well. So that's the basis of all our marketing stuff. We want people to get to know us because they generally kind of get to like us. If they don't get to like us, then that's fine because we're not the company for them. There are plenty of other companies out there they can choose from. And once they get to know that, they get to see that you can do what you say you do. So that's good. Social media, a big mistake a lot of people make, in my opinion. Let's have a sip of coffee, need a bit of a little. That's good. They don't separate themselves from their business in terms of social media. So the amount of people on their business social media who are using, making themselves look bad spelling or bad grammar, or not so much that as much the things that you say. The things coming out of your business should be, what to think this. You can make your business look bad very easily by having an argument with someone over Facebook on your business page. Because I wouldn't really feel comfortable doing business with that. If somebody's willing to do that, what are they willing to do when the project breaks down, or when your cake doesn't arrive in the post, or it's smashed up, or it's full of nails, or whatever it is? It's the same with reviews, which is the next thing. So reviews are very important. Reviews are the proof, the trust that you can do what you can do. And on Google, you can reply to these reviews, and sometimes you get a bad review, and that people go, "Oh, I got a bad review. Oh no." But that's good because that gives you the opportunity to go back to that bad review and say, "Oh, I'm really sorry this didn't work out for us." And then you put into what you say how you resolve this issue, or you'd be positive, and always be positive, looking at the solution, not the problem, because that shows other people looking that is a truthful review and you've truthfully gone back to it, which is really, really important. So those are my top tips. For more top tips, read our blog, which again is on our website, which we'll talk all the links, and that'll be later. The next little section here, as I alluded to in my wonderful introduction, Google My Business. Our blog is all about Google My Business. And this is quite a new concept to me. Although we've had a Google My Business presence for a long time, we haven't really looked at it because you kind of get it. You get it. You don't go and make it as such. You just get it. Google My Business is your business on Google. So when you put 83 Design Limited into Google and press search, you will see on the right hand side us, and on that it shows all the important information. It will show you when we're open, it will show you where we are, it will show our reviews, it will show our products, it will show pictures that we've done, it will show videos, it will show all that stuff. And the best thing of all is it's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. So you can sign up, you can put it on there. It's really, really good, really, really worth looking into. Another good thing about it is that if you keep it updated, because you can update it like you can update your social media stuff, so you can have pictures and videos and posts. It can help you rank above your competitors in organic search results. So as long as they haven't got any paid ads, taking them out of the equation, if people search for web design, Dudley, and we've got a Google My Business page, and Perry's websites down the road haven't got one, or it's not as updated as ours, we're going to rank above them in search terms. So that's really, really important. Anything you can link, any part of your business you can link to Google is really good, because Google are kind of the kings. There are other search engines available, of course. Everyone knows Bing, but does anyone use it? I don't use Bing. The only time I ever use Bing is when I'm logging into my computer and I accidentally click. There's a little I've got like a screensaver, and you click it and it'll take you to Bing to show you more of those pictures, and then I'll just cross it off straight away. Or when you first get a computer, Bing is great for finding the download for Google Chrome. So that's very good. Yeah, and that's about it. So Google My Business, there's more stuff in the blog. Please read it. It's a good read. I guarantee that some of you won't have heard of it, and it'll be, I don't like the phrase, but it'll be game changing for your business if you give it a little read. Right, I believe we have some questions. Oh, yes, getting the questions. That means caffeinated a bit. What things would you say have to be in place for you to start a business? That's a very good question. Who's that question from? Dan Barnes with the questions. Right, that's a good question. So this is, so to put some context on this, I mean, the things you must have in place. There are things like financial stuff. So don't just quit your job and go, I'm going to start a business tomorrow, because that's not great. A lot of things I've mentioned, you need to do a lot of groundwork, and the more groundwork you do, which is, 83, we didn't do a lot of this groundwork because it kind of evolved out of just freelance. But if we were starting a new business tomorrow, we would have had done a lot of this stuff. We would have made sure all the social media's there. We'd have made sure we had branding and all this sort of stuff. So the idea, the research, at least the domain, at least, you haven't got a website, you can just have the domain, just buy it, ready for when you want it. You're building presence up in Google. Just look at the time, I've got to get a move on. Wow. So there are loads of things, but you've got to do the groundwork. So all the things I've mentioned, do that first. Next one. This is a good question. I'm going to quickly skim over this one because I haven't got a lot of time, but ideally, you want to find a niche. You want to find something that no one else is doing, or look for the thing that. Let's say that beetroot cake. That's a thing, isn't it? Is beetroot cake a thing? Well, okay. Beetroot cake. That's a real niche thing. So vegan beetroot cake. Okay, I've made it up. It probably is a thing. But let's imagine it isn't a thing, and you think, oh well, we can make vegan beetroot cakes, and we'll be the only company making vegan beetroot cakes. And you look around, you research, you see, actually, yeah, we are the only people that do it. So you are the leader in that field. So it'll come a point when everybody clicks onto this and they'll say, oh, actually, we can make vegan beetroot cakes, but you'll be the first people that have done it and you've got proof. So research what you're going to do and why are you different than everybody else doing it. If you're the only person doing it, perfect. But if you're not, then you need to look at who else, what's your competition, who else is doing it, and all that sort of stuff. Okay. There's no reason you can't succeed. There's enough market for everybody in most places. So, just have a look around. Okay, are there any more questions? That is it. Wonderful. Well, look at that. Perfect timed. Thank you very much for joining us. I've timed that perfect. I'm just last bit of coffee. So, we're going to get this right this time. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. We're back next week. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a like. 83 Space Design, or not space on that one, but Space Design. That's all you would find. Follow us on Instagram at 83 Design, or one word. Find us on LinkedIn, 83 Design Limited on LinkedIn, and on TikTok. We're on TikTok. There was a nice TikTok about the graduation. Watch that if you haven't seen it already. 83 Design, or one word, and our wonderful, wonderful website, www.83.co.uk. I've been Dan83. That's been Emily, the disembodied arm over there. We will be back next week, more than likely. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.